Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. What's popping? Real quick, man. I want to jump right into this topic. We're talking about alternators, guys, and when you should replace them. Yes, there's a controversial video circulating the YouTube airways, and yeah, it happened to be one of my videos. Now, it's not that it's controversial. It's just that it begs some explanation, some explaining. It has some explaining to do. All right. What I'm talking about is as far as when should you replace it. Now, everybody saw that video on that alternator that I'm putting on that car. By the way, guys, I did not make the call on that alternator. It's not like that's what they brought me. That's what they say. There's no OEM. So put this on. All right. So, you know, I can't argue with the boss. Got to put it on. And I did. But on a lot of the comments on that video, everybody was talking about do not go in with a reman alternator. Again, I had to put on what they told me to put on. But my thing is, when that video was uploaded, a lot of questions was being, in fact, I brought it up personally in the video. And I was talking about when should you replace the alternator as far as security. Guys, I know a lot of you guys, a lot of mechanics in here. What's up, Fluff, Tom Cook, Hella? Yeah, it's a lot of Uncle Mark. It's a lot of Lenny Carter, Caden. It's a lot of mechanics in here. I have personal customers that center their brain around security. Okay, when I say security, I mean they want whatever I think is about to break to be replaced now. Some of them don't care what it costs. Some of them ain't got the money, but they super sensitive and super scared and a sense of security. They want a sense of security. Okay. For instance, I got a friend that she heard a little noise on the car. She's like, what is that? I said, I don't hear nothing right now. Well, when you leave, it's going to come back. Just replace everything under there. No, it don't work like that. So back to this alternator though. On that video, guys, a lot of people put in some real good inputs, and I want to bring them up in a second because you just can't go around. I'll say this. You will go broke trying to simply replace parts that you think is about to break. It's about to fail. Now, what I mean by security, I have some female customers that no matter what, they do not want to be stranded. They do not want to be put on the side of the road no matter what. Okay, so, and I get beat up by them because if their car break down on them, I'm to blame because I'm their personal mechanic. But again, it just irks me to try to sell or tell somebody they need something that's not broken. For instance, the alternator can fail in a number of ways, right? It can simply stop putting out. All right. Remember, guys, on today's typical car, the charging system or voltage regulation is pretty much done by a computer or controller, PCM, or whatever y'all calling the ECU. So that computer dictates how much voltage that alternator put out. Now, an alternator can fail from a standpoint of just become internally open. Let's just say it like that. You may get a check engine light. Or it can fail because the bearing noisy. A lot of our 200s or Avengers, the damn bearing was poorly made and but it's still charging. Okay, do you replace it because of the noise or because that's the only thing wrong with it? It's making a little noise. Do you replace it then? Yeah, because you think it's about to. Remember, guys, if you keep driving on something, a bearing that's spinning and making noise, it will eventually seize up on you. And you don't want that. So alternator can fail from that standpoint. It can still fail from a standpoint of being open, or it can fail from a standpoint of just, yeah, I already said noisy. So there's a number of reasons you can replace the alternator, all right? But there are some customers out there that want it replaced right at 100,000 miles, okay? Now, let's talk about that for a second. Guys, I don't know how many of you guys in here, older guys in here, or younger guys. Younger guys, I pick on Fluffy, young dude. Back in the day, Fluff, 100,000 miles was, oh my God, you got 100,000 miles? Get rid of that thing, man. That's it. It's about to die. That's a wrap. 100,000 miles was the end of a life to a car. Yes, that's how far we have come. 100,000 miles, I ain't buying that. It's got 100,000 miles. Now, that's the new norm. That is the normal. You can sell a car easily at 100,000 miles. Now, it's becoming 300,000 miles is That's a wrap. That car done had it. It's got over 300,000 miles or 200. Let's say 200. But my point is 100,000 miles is nothing now. All right. So you would go broke trying to replace parts just because you had 100,000 miles. Now, there are some parts out there on a vehicle that I recommend getting replaced, no matter if it's broke or not, no matter if it's failed or not, and 100,000 miles. We'll talk about that on another video. We're going to stay focused on this freaking alternator, all right? Because I have a couple of customers just like that. Replace it. I don't care if the damn thing still pretty, got the stick on it from the factory. I want it off my car at 100,000 miles. All right. Now, what I want to do, guys, I want to, because a lot of people commented on that video, and they was interesting comments, okay? I want to go over a few of those, and I'm going to come in and speak to everybody. I see y'all out there. Let's do this real quick. All right, that was a shorts video. Here's my shorts catalog. That's all right. Some of the comments was intriguing, all right? And one really I want to highlight, because this guy hit it right on the money. That's a rebuild alternator, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and replace it. It depends on that driver, okay, of the car, such as leaving stuff on. All right. Okay. I guess can you speed up the death of an alternator by leaving stuff on, etc.? But you can tell the amount of life left in it by looking at the voltage gauge while the engine is running. I don't know if that's a good barometer you can use to tell if an alternator is ending or is near its end of life. Let me put it like that. And by the way, brother, you're doing a good job. Thank you, my friend. Pontiac. I guess that's Pontiac. Evelyn Rodriguez commented on it. It depends on my younger years. I would wait for a sign and then change things. Again, guys, what is the sign that you would get from an alternator that says, I'm about to die? You got about 100 more miles and I'm out of here, player. What kind of signs will you get? Will your lights start flickering? Or noise? I would go with noise. I don't know, man. Today's cars are pretty computer savvy, and computers would tell you some things that Evelyn Rodriguez, I usually have the battery and alternator tested every 4 months or so because my charger has 150K. I have learned the importance of OEM, if not. Okay, so a lot of people hampering on that. Make sure you get an OEM. Yo, what's good? JT Money, great videos. Keep Richard Brown, my guy. What's up, man? I'm not a fan of replacing the alternators for maintenance. That's another thing. That's you basically, if you do it for this reason, just because you got 100,000 miles, you basically doing it just like maintenance or change every 5,000 miles. Replace your alternator every 100,000 miles. Oh, you can't look at it like that, man. I'm telling you, man, you'll go broke. But this guy hit home. Now, I've had a few go out on me in my lifetime. I've been able to pick up on clues. All right, I want to hear his clues, and I've always been able to make it home. When getting a replacement, I generally look for something with a lifetime warranty. Okay, he didn't include no clues. I agree. You can afford it. Okay, no, GCAP. If you can afford it, you should change your alternator, starter, and water pump and thermostat before 100,000 miles if they haven't gone out yet. All right, so we got a guy that's feel my pain, feel my customer pain, because it's not me, guys. I can only discuss this when my customers bring it up. All right, I actually just replaced a stock Denso alternator, blah blah blah, to a pretty good run. Now if it no longer stock, okay, he talking about he only going to use stock. Bottom line, people are just flat out lazy nowadays. Can't be bothered to keep the radiator, jug, gas tank topped off for them. Yep, replace it. All right, PT Lover, JT Mopar rebuilt an alternator for my PTs. Johnny Rouse, I guess it depends on people's financial situation at the time. I bought one from the junkyard and it run my Ranger for 2 years. Before it got wrecked, I put one on Maverick and it's still there. So, yes, he got a point. Depending on your finances. I got 735,000 miles on a Ford Focus and still have the original alternator on it. Lucky you. This is your captain speaking. 100K miles is probably a reasonable rule of thumb. That's what we're discussing. Is this a rule? Is this a good thing to do? I don't know, man. Alternator's not cheap. I usually rebuild alternators. Oh, those days are over, captain speaking. Okay. I've had alternators last as long as 200K. Lucky you. Buying a reman would get you stranded. I'm hearing that a lot. Not sure if mileage is a good way to gauge that. Y'all hear that? He's not sure if mileage is a good way to gauge if you should just randomly replace your alternator. I mean, because he got a point, guys. There's things like revolution. Remember, guys, when your car running, things are turning. If your car is equipped with an alternator, which is likely is, it's turning. So that bearing is wearing. You can let your car sit outside and idle for a week straight and not drive it and not accumulate any miles, but that alternator accumulate wear because it's spinning because the car is running. So my buddy D Fields got a point. He's not sure if mileage is a good way to gauge that. Yes, okay, take a good alternator off and need it, blah, blah, blah. Jason always has something interesting to say. Yes and no. If it's easy on the top alternator, fine. If it's really difficult to get out, then no. Preventive maintenance is the key. Now, let's do that. Preventive maintenance is the key. How do you take care of an alternator? Anybody out there? I'm about to go to the comments in a second. What can you do to help an alternator last forever? In other words, is the alternator life in your hand? Is the alternator long longevity in your hands? Can you control how long your alternator lasts? Now, the same thinking goes. If you change your oil on time, your engine will last a long time. What is the thinking for alternator? How can I make my freaking alternator last forever or a long time? Is it in your hand? Is it in our control? I don't know, guys. I don't freaking know. Preventive maintenance is the key. But how do you prevent maintenance to an alternator, Jason? Jason, a pretty sharp dude. I need to get in his ear, man. This is a weird one for me. Okay, let me read this guy, and then we're going to go into the comments. This is a weird one for me. Been a civilian and a military mechanic for over a decade and never heard of anyone preemptively replacing an alternator. If anything, I suggest that age would be a better deciding factor than mileage. Whoa, he got a point. So if you got an old ass alternator on your car, it's best to go by freaking the age of the alternator as opposed to the mileage. This dude got a point. If anything, I suggest that age would be a better deciding factor than the mileage. My daily driver is 3-year-old with 120K. I'm definitely not going to replace the alternator until it needs it. That's what we all been doing. But in today's society, females are more scared of being stranded on the road. Females have more money now. Females are more independent now. So they'll tell me on the phone, look, man, get me whatever is about to break, replace it. Now, I am no Mrs. Cleo, right? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Okay, this is about to go out in about 10,000 miles. I'm just not that good yet. Okay, I claim to be pretty damn good, but I'm just not there yet. Okay, I'm working on it, guys. Give me a little bit more time. I will be there to the point where I can predict what the freak about to pop and go out on your car. But right now, I'm just not there. So, man, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. If we were talking about old cars like in the 60s and 70s, absolutely not. All right, but these newer cars won't even make it to the next exit when the alternator fails. Okay, I see what he's saying. Old car will give you some warning and likely will keep going until you get to your destination. I guess this comment trace pretty much saying if it's a new car, when your alternator go, you done. No matter where you at. You can be in the middle of a 5-lane freeway and everybody going 80 miles an hour and you in the center lane, your alternator go, your car stop. Yeah, that would drive men crazy. Forget females, that'll drive anybody crazy. All right, guys. Can't hurt. 100,000 miles is a good run for an alternator. Y'all get that? My guy, Journey of the this is my buddy here, man. This guy be talking mad stuff, but he always has some good points. It can't hurt. 100,000 miles is a good run for an alternator. I would use a good brand name one, not a generic brand reman. Otherwise, it may not last as long as the old one would have. I see a comment that says to also do the starter, thermostat, and water pump. That gets me thinking that I should put that on the front burner to do. Yeah, because like I say, it's nothing to getting to 100,000 miles anymore on today's driving habit. It is real easy to get 100,000 miles super quick. And I mean freaking quick. All right. I don't know, man. Everybody gonna draw their own conclusion, but I just wanted to touch on that topic. Okay. And I'm still stuck on the part preventive maintenance to alternator. Is it in our control that we can help our alternator live a long time, long life? Okay. Yeah, we all would like to get 300,000 miles out of our alternator. Is that possible? Maybe if I change my oil, my transmission fluid, my alternator lasts a little while longer. I don't think it worked like that, but I'm about to get in Jason's ear and see what the hell he talking about. Tom Cook, thanks for stopping in, man. What's going on? Hey, Fluffy Mexicanic in the building. What up, hella guy? Chris. So, hey, Tanny Cater, what's going on? Lenny Cater. Uncle Mark in the building, man. What up, though? Eric, what's going on, man? Yes, Uncle Mario talk. Hey, man. I don't know. Hey, if that's the case, everything I own except my Cherokee, I should have been had the alternator replaced. But now here's the thing, and I thought about this when Evelyn commented. Everybody that say there's a difference between a typical consumer and a mechanically inclined person. Evelyn Rodriguez, for example, she's mechanically inclined, right? So she may have a different threshold or a different take on it as opposed to a random woman that don't even know how to pull a dipstick and check her oil. All right. Yes, those two people are going to think totally freaking different. And that's expected. Ain't no way around that. Mechanically inclined person going to think totally different from. So Evelyn may think just keep going till the alternator go bad. Who the hell replaces the alternator and it's still charging? And it ain't noisy. So what? I got 100,000 miles. I don't have $300 just laying around. I'm just not about to replace all my alternators yet. What's up, PT Lover? What's going on, man? Rusty Shackleford. What's up, my friend? Replace it when it has a problem. 69 Dark Man. I knew he would come in and say something. 69 Dark Man. That is easy for you to say, my friend. Again, you, my friend, are mechanically inclined. All right. So, yeah, I'm telling you, man, y'all don't know what I go through, man. I got this one customer. Hey, JT, I heard a noise. Oh, my God. I'm asleep. 3 o'clock in the freaking morning. What? It's probably nothing. No, it sounds like it's about to quit. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, as soon as you get up, head over. Like, when you're a personal mechanic to somebody, it's like not that they own you, but you know how people have personal lawyers, attorneys, they get them a monthly salary, so you basically theirs. Anytime I need you, come. Now, this lady pay good. She pay whatever I ask for to do a repair, and I don't try to get over on her, so I give her that right. One time, she had a freaking flat tire. Do y'all know she called me for a freaking flat tire? Another story. Replacing when it has problem. Good point. My guy. Bad practices with how it seems parts are being made right now. Interesting. I let it break. I let it break until it makes diagnostic easier. Damn. You don't want it when it's putting out 12 volts. You don't, okay. If it's putting out 14 volts and it appears to be charging, you don't touch it, right? I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. I agree, Dark Man. That's when it should be done. Again, y'all are mechanically inclined. Y'all basically y'all mechanics. Yes, we will have that mentality, guys. Everybody that can fix things will have that mentality. Think about what your mama say. Think about the poor people. Think about the non-mechanically inclined people, what they go through. Oh, my God. Please don't let this break. Man, run it till it goes out. Tracy Smith. Interesting. Good evening. My problem is with timing on a PT Cruiser. Supposedly exhaust cam 1 tooth off below intake. It's simple. You got to get it in time. PT Cruiser is fairly difficult, all right? But 1 tooth timing is all. 1 tooth off is all it takes. That would throw your vacuum off. That would throw everything off. Yeah, you have to ignore everything drivability related when you're 1 tooth off because timing is affected. No matter how many teeth it is, it's off. It's out of time. Drivability will be affected. All right, nothing you can do but get that thing in time and go with it, my guy. No, I wouldn't really replace it due to mileage. Too expensive. Of course, we can always give the customer the option. It's their money and their peace of mind. That's what most of them pay for. Dad's Garage. What's going on, my friend? Most of them want that sense of security. DG, my 99 Dodge Ram 3500, $40, blah, blah, blah. Any suggestion? Tracy Smith. I do not know those codes by heart, my friend. All right. 3500, that has the big Asian warning transmission in it. This is 3500. It's an older model. Yeah, yeah, that pan gonna have to come off. I don't know what those codes mean, so I guess I need to know. I don't know it by heart. All right. But yeah, the pan, basically a lot of guys, here's what they're trying with transmission, period. No matter what the code is. A lot of them are trying a service. And they only doing this because in their head, they know they haven't never serviced it. So they wait till a problem arises to finally service it. Sometimes they get lucky. Sometimes they don't. So it all depends. JT, good evening to pro and DIY people. James Anderson. Shout out to the DIYers. I got new mad respect for you guys, man. I had one fall at 137 miles. Yeah, man. If you had to replace the Uncle Mark at 100,000 miles, you wouldn't have had this problem. So that's my whole point. It's to, I'm going to wait. Don't get me wrong. Don't y'all think I'm defending this. It's just a discussion, okay? But me personally, my alternator going to have to be, the pulley going to have to fall off. Like me with tires. I don't replace tires till I see wire on both sides. Now, that's me, guys. I'm a little reckless when I live on the edge. Don't pay me no mind. Every light on my dashboard is lit up. I just ain't got time to deal with it. So mechanics have a different threshold than regular normal people. All right. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. So don't pay me no, never mind. I have a question. What about too much resistance in the alternator charging wire to the battery? What are the symptoms? That's the thing, guys. Like I said earlier, alternator can fail in a number of ways. The obvious ones are it's not charging. Another obvious one is it's noisy. Now, my buddy talking about too much resistance in an alternator charging wire. What do you mean? Too much resistance. Resistance are, something. Yeah, that's not cool. Wire to the battery. What are the symptoms? You likely will have no charging. Depending on the year model of the car, you're going to have some check engine lights. Yeah, man, that something like that would definitely throw a check engine light depending on the year of the car. All right. Remember, the computers became super sophisticated as the years going by. Now they even super sophisticated. So yeah, that old way of thinking is out the door. There's one thing to change a part that is displaying symptoms of failure, but it is ridiculous to change one that's working fine just because you hit a certain mileage. Rusty Shackleford, tell us how you really feel. Rusty don't play this foolishness, man. No, man. And one guy commented that mileage is not a good barometer. Age is a better barometer than mileage. So if you're going, he might have a point. It's the same thing with batteries, guys. Do you replace a battery every 2 years, even if it's working? Yeah, I think you're going to have this question going to come up as it relates to parts that give off symptoms that is going bad. If you keep having to jump your battery off, there's a chance that battery is dying. They ain't no more good. So yeah, you got some warning for something like the battery, but alternator may not give off such warnings. My man Rusty say, it basically in so many words, it's stupid as hell to just replace the alternator just because you had 100,000 miles. Tell us how you really feel, Russ. They're selling cars with 100,000 miles, ridiculous high. Yeah, that's crazy, man. They still won't. Oh my goodness, man. That's a whole nother topic, man. Jimmy Nelson's. There's an alternative timing procedure for the time. Okay, you talking about that PT Cruiser available online. Works alternative timing procedure. Hell, I want to know that. Works much better and no room for error. Online. What that said? Hey man, what's going on? What's really happening on that timing? What's happened? What happens when the alternator fails on a Dodge? Will it take the computer out? Thanks, JT. Now let me say this. Speaking of Dodge and computers and alternators, we are in the middle of not in the middle. It's kind of old recall now, but we're replacing alternators for this same reason. Frankie talking about the alternator, the rectifier. One of the parts inside the alternator was short out, and it would spike out the computer. Some of them, the alternator would seize up and make the belt jump. We get it back. Mechanics don't, they money. Oh, I need an alternator. It's a recall. Put it on. We put it on, fire it up. Yes, it run because we charge the battery and we give it back, and customer turn around, come back because she had to get a jump and leave the jump box on it simply because the alternator not charging. What happens is the alternator even spikes out the computer. On that recall, if that happens, the manufacturer will pay for the PCM as well, because the part that we replacing for recall purposes also took out other things. So yes, I've done a couple of these recalls where I had to also replace the PCM. It's nothing like putting the alternator on, go to fire up the car and it won't start. I mean, it take out PCM for weird things. It won't even start. Or it'll start and won't even charge. Now, why would you sell a customer a PCM when that failed alternators one? And you know what's weird? Who was this, Frank? There's some people out there still ain't got this recall done yet. Yeah, there's a lot of incomplete alternator recalls out there circulating in the world. People just driving like ain't nothing gonna happen. They're gonna wind up getting towed in. When they do, Chrysler said they ain't paying for the tow bills no more because these recalls are distributed out to all the owners per their database. Yes, if you're the original owner of that car, they have your address. They sent you all that notification. But yeah, man, that thing can spike out PCM. You got to replace it. You can't fix that. Resistance should be as low as possible. And exactly, very low. No more than 0.3 volt voltage differential between when charging. Yeah. Do tell, please. Yes, Jimmy Nelson. Battery light. Yeah, that will be affected. Autobot Avenger, what's going on? Due to dim interior. Oh, we're talking about symptoms that a bad alternator would give off. Good point. One of them is a battery light may come on. One of them is dim interior and exterior lights. So that is your warning. Okay, something is going on. We're giving you symptoms in time. Okay, go get your electrical system checked. The lightning bolt and a whining sound. Yes, those are symptoms of a failed alternator or failing alternator. Tracy Smith, you should run a simulator on wiring and TCM. If codes go stored, replace the solenoid pad. Oh, so that's what those codes mean. I didn't know what the codes stand for. Appreciate that, Tom. Good one, man. I have a 2015 Chrysler sitting at 89,000 miles. I don't plan on having it at 200,000 miles because, technology. Eric, that's what's up, man. All right, if you're doing replacement on an alternator for maintenance, what about Hey, I've been saying I was going to do this video for the longest. My top 3 parts that I think you should get replaced at 100,000 miles, whether it's failed or not, okay? Whether it's showing problems or not. 100,000 miles, this is my diehard top 3 parts that you should get replaced on your car. I'm going to discuss that in the video. And you're going to be shocked to find out. Everybody's different, guys. We all know that, right? Everybody's way of thinking is different. I'm going to display JT's top 3 parts you should replace at 100,000 miles. Some of you guys may disagree. So what I suggest some of you guys do is make a video and tell the world your top 3. All right, there's a lot of them. But I'm going to do them in 3-part increments. Parts that you should replace at 100,000 miles, whether ain't nothing wrong with them or nothing. They just fine right now. I personally think you still should replace them. You'll be surprised too. But Uncle Mark have a problem with doing it from a maintenance standpoint. I get it. I have a 2015, blah, blah, blah. I don't have okay. I think, did I go backwards? Or I read it again. Replacement alternator unless brand new OEM. Yes, guys, that is a good way to go. Now, I don't know why I didn't get an OEM. I want to say OEM ain't available. That wasn't they couldn't get one as fast. So they brought me that, y'all saw that video. They brought me that alternator. I'm going to put it on and do what I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the deciding factor what kind of alternator you get. If you drive GM like me, you don't need to wait until 100,000 miles because they failed prior to reaching this milestone. ICT car guy, what's going on? 316. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. I'm a little ecstatic to know that there's some other car makers having problems. All right. See, y'all know I'm in this bubble. I've been in this freaking bubble for over 2 decades. So all I hear is Chrysler garbage. Pentastar ticket. Oh my God. yeah, it's a little refreshing to hear that other car makers are having some issues. Not that yes, no, I'm not happy y'all having issues or other car makers are having issues. It's just refreshing to know that other car makers have ticking issues too. God damn it. Boy, don't get boy. Um, I used to wrecking yard the alternators on my Dart. And the other was because I upgraded to the big 100 amp police package. I ran 10 years and just stopped charging one day. Well, yeah, that makes sense there. Again, Dart man, you are a mechanic. All right. Think about, those poor, women that just don't even know how to, they barely can turn their key to start their car. Hell, I remember being broke in my early 20s and driving a Ranger with what? I missed something. Everyone heard of replacing the alternator when the battery light come on. And in some cases, that ain't even, the alternator is not the problem on that. So that requires some diagnosing. Will a bad alternator, and I hate the word bad, guys. Y'all got to forgive me. I can't use terminology like bad from certain places I'm employed in. So I was, even with motor and engine and things like that, I only do this when I'm on YouTube. I would get wrote up. My 3 complaint, cause, and correction, I cannot use the terminology bad as a cause. Hell, you mean bad? Kickback, reject the claim, especially if it's warranted, and then they gonna call me in the office and try to make me pay for it. That ain't happening. All right, so I gotta find. When I get on YouTube, I'm a totally different mechanic. All right, please believe that. I don't know why people keep dogging me out by the way I title my videos or by the way yeah, man, I'm a different cat. I know how to wear different hats. I know how to multitask. I know how to go from one. I know how to take this shirt off. This shit says YouTube certified. I know how to take this off when I go into the real world and work and put on a real uniform. When I'm here, I'm a YouTube automotive consultant, I guess you call it. I don't know what we call, but I enjoy what I do. Replace on there when the battery light. Come on. Yes. My car is killing batteries. Last one lasted 1 year. This one is acting up. I don't know what's wrong. The dealer said nothing, but the car drives bad. 2020? Holy crap. TLX V6. 2020 is fairly new, my friend, with a better, more sophisticated computer. You should not be having these issues on 2020 model, and there not be telltale signs in the form of data on the scan tool, reading from the PCM, or physical things seen under your hood. Yeah. That's interesting, man. Yeah, you can't. No, get that fixed, man. I'm saying, remember, just because your battery light. Never listen to any dealer. They don't work on cars. Huh? Explain that, Lenny Cater. Never listen to any dealer. They don't work on cars. Explain that, my friend. Is on. Might not be the alternator. Right. Could be a computer controller. Yes. The average car now, it is that way. I wouldn't replace by time and mileage. Hold on, let me read this. I wouldn't replace by time and mileage. Hell, there's been times I've had to replace a failed component multiple times because the quality of the product have decreased. Why fix something that ain't broke? Interesting. Freaking interesting. Here's another mechanic. Not only is he mechanically inclined, hell, he's actually a mechanic. Okay, so yeah, you expect that out of mechanically inclined people. So, Fluff, I don't think the average soccer mom can relate to this, what we're saying here. I just don't. I don't think she's trying to hear any of that. Now, the lady I'm talking about is not a soccer mom, but however, she's fearful of everything, and I think it will destroy her. It will break her heart for her car to quit on her. Like, she's so prone to the perfect. Y'all know those people. Everybody got a friend that's like that, right? Just you can't say shit happens to them because they don't want nothing to happen. Okay? Yeah, what you mean it happens? Man? Yeah, stuff just happens. Coincidentally, things happen. But some people ain't trying to hear that. But Fluff got a point. All right. It's just that the average consumer, different between consumers and us. But yeah, mileage, he wouldn't replace it by time and mileage. Okay. Another guy, like I say, brought up age, so that's a different standpoint. But how to make your alternator last? That was something I brought up. What can you do? You need a good battery and good cables, as well as proper belt tension. Those are preventive maintenance to help an alternator or to helping prolong the life of an alternator. Dad's Garage, if you based off his name alone, you can tell he's mechanically inclined as well as a freaking mechanic, right? So Dad's Garage insinuating that there are some things you can do to help prolong the life of your alternator. A couple of those things from Dad's Garage perspective is you need a good battery cables, as well as proper belt tension. All of those are very important. All right. Do you have control over any of those? What do you mean by good battery cables? The battery cables that was put on there from birth. How could they ever become not good battery cables in the future? Or no. But I'm not sure. Everybody's take on me different, guys, and I'm open to hearing all of them. No, nobody's in here going to totally agree with anything. What's up, David? Renegade's Garage. How are you, man? The Neon, the OEM one starter, not keeping up. Light coming on. So I bought a Lifetime parts store one, and it works till the car killed itself. I think it was $100. That's going to play a role in it too, Dark Man, the price of the part. So, yeah. She can talk all she wants. When she get the price of some of this stuff, she'll change her tune. Uncle Mark, correct, but I have never heard of someone replacing an alternator just because. There are some out there. I get the phone calls. I try to fight it off because, number one, I hate replacing. It bothers me to replace something for nothing. It's working, but it's got 100,000 miles, but it's working. And on top of that, alternators, some of them are not easy to replace, guys. So I'm definitely not interested in replacing something that's working and it's freaking hard to do. Wait a minute, man. It don't work like that. Ooh. Thank you, Rusty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Hell, I remember being broken, blah, blah, blah. Charged the battery, even like avoided headlights. Did I skip one? I heard of someone. Yeah. I remember being broke. Okay, I think I did that. Time was tough. Yeah, man. It's rough out there. Back at it tomorrow, Jay. Oh, vacation over, man. Get your butt to work. I'm sure they got some problem child setting up, waiting for you. Chris, do you guys get to roll over or get checked for unused? No. And we only get 2 weeks no matter how long you've been there, right? Man, it started over on your hire date. So if you got hired in March, you got 10 days until next March. Hell, some of our guys, they stuff start over in March. They wiped out in June. Like, dude, you got 8 more months to go. You didn't space none of it out. I'm out. I'm wiped out in June. So, and we get an average of how many hours we turn. It's not a flat 8 hours. So if you had a good week going, I try to time my vacation off on a real good week. If I had one of those weeks going where I run 15, 20 hours per day, yes, guys, that happens. It hasn't happened in a while, but it happens. The following week, if I project or sense, it's going to be slow this week. Let me get 3 days vacation. They're going to average what I did the previous week and factor that into, yeah, it's a strategic thing. Let me shut up because my damn boss may be listening. That damn JT think he's slick. I ain't talking about this. Chris, you almost had me, dog. You almost tricked me, man. You almost got me talking about something that I shouldn't be. My alternator just died. Had it for 8 years. Lenny Carter. Sorry to hear that. That was a nice run, though. Bro, a few months ago, I was talking to you about Durango losing compression. I had 4 bent valves on cylinder 3. All 4 valves in cylinder 3 was bent. Head to head rebuilt, running good still. Oh, y'all see my man got them fingers crossed. What do you suspect gonna happen again? All right. You just had to head off. Well, what was this? I'm assuming, I don't know what kind of Durango could go either way. Hit me on 360. But I'm glad you're running, man. Blood, sweat, and money. All right, upside down. Yep, I agree with you. Is Mopar OEM density? I don't know that by heart. They change quite frequently. All right. Are these people that replace alternator regular, do they do regular oil changes and timing belts? Interesting. I couldn't tell you, my friend. All right, guys, I'm at the 40-minute mark, and I know how I got behind, so it's not a mystery. But looking at this comment list, I'm super behind. I agree with Fluffy. Also, I think it depends on the age and the health of the battery. I feel as though if you replace the battery on a regular basis, then maybe you'll be fine. What do you call a regular basis for a battery? We'll talk about that next week. I mean, guys, what is the typical lifespan for a battery in today's today? Yeah, back then you buy a battery with a 5-year warranty because it was safe to sell a battery with a 5-year warranty. You may not never need another battery for 5 years, but now we replace batteries frequently. Oh, I didn't say that. Let me shut my damn mouth. Don't fix something that ain't broke. Daryl Byers. I agree with you, my friend. Uncle Mario on the live channel, for the most part, the light is what brings people in. Then oftentimes, then more is the alternator. I had that issue on a Ford. Upside down. That is what's up. Matt, they used to use Denso. Not sure if Stellantis does. Oh my God, I am way behind, but I got to get down to this bottom. I see super sticker from my buddy Fluffy Mechanic. What's up, my guy? Man, what's your thoughts on smart charging system? Hey, we got some cars out there utilizing that. Fluffy, check this out. I don't want to speak on that until I get it all crammed up in here, man. You know, I have a habit of running my damn mouth when I don't have all my facts. And there's a couple of YouTubers out there will let me know, JT, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, yeah, I got to now reanalyze the situation. So, from now on out, I need to make sure I got my facts and I know what I'm talking about, because it's only going to be a couple of more times somebody tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right? It don't work. Hey, we don't get down like that. You don't know me like that. You just can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, even though it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. All right? Just pretend I know what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it. All right? And then we'll get to the, yeah. Hey, that's a good topic, man. Thank you. I knew my dude would come through, man. Smart charging, guys. Yes, that is such a system that's out, and it is designed to smartly charge your system. Guys, with the invention of newly electronics coming out on cars, and I mean there's a lot, with the inventions of more modules being added to cars, there's a freaking module for just about everything on the car now, guys. Who was around before tires was being monitored? Tire pressure, air pressure. I mean, we're now monitoring how much air in your tires, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I used to belittle the importance of air pressure in your tires. We're now monitoring on a minivan. There's a module for just about every door on that minivan. Remember, minivan got 2 sliding doors, 2 front doors, and a lift gate. There's a module for just about every freaking door. All right. So all these electronic computers and modules, the charging system have to be able to maintain the system. All right. So they've invented a new feature called smart charging. Now I'm assuming Fluff, that's technology is not old or new from a Nissan standpoint. All right. So it's definitely not new or old from FCA standpoint. We're going to discuss it in a future video. All right. Thanks for that topic, Fluffy Mechanic. All right, guys, I am knee deep in comments. Oh, my goodness. I try to tackle my topic at hand first, because if I don't, that's what people want to hear about as soon as they click the video. All right. Yes, I can't name a video something and then speak on it 30 minutes into the video. So I had to revamp analyze the situation. All right. So at the beginning of the video, I'm going to talk about whatever the topic is, and then I'll try to catch up on some comments. But if you got something important to say and you're trying to squeeze it out, just use a super chat or one of those. It's 3 different options you can use. All right, to get out there. Otherwise, I'm way behind now on comments. All right, and I appreciate. I don't want to stop anybody comments from rolling through. I don't want to belittle anybody comment. If I was not aware on Nissan, it's fairly new and annoying when folks do short drives. Yeah, so I want to get to all the comments. It's just that I'm not going to make it. And here's why. Because I'm only going to do an hour. My name ain't Fluffy Mexicanic, okay? Fluffy be on for like 3, 4, 5 hours. Fluffy have to remind himself that he got to go to work in the morning. It be 6 o'clock in the morning. I wake up, Fluffy's still on from his live stream. I'm like, wait a minute, Fluff, what you doing, man? And then he go dragging into work all late. Yeah. So I can only do an hour, and I'm at 15 minutes. I don't even know. Oh, I see an interesting person in here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to stop and speak to one Mrs. Lemmy Battles. Hello, son. Watching you from Cincinnati. Don't. Oh, she told me don't curse. I didn't curse, did I? Did I? Wait a minute. Well, I don't think. No, I don't think I said not one cussing word. I made him. If I did, it slipped out, like jumped out before I can catch it. But no cursing, mama. No cursing. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna start wrapping this video up. Oh my goodness, I can't get to all these comments. I have to read them when I get off stream. But guys, back to this alternator situation. All right. This room or this live stream is filled with mechanics. Okay, so yeah, you guys will never understand what customers personally go through as far as trying to maintain safety and maintain a sense of security. Okay, so yeah, so we will never understand. You got to learn how to put yourself in other people's shoes. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna make some sense out of whatever it is you're trying to figure out. But if not, it's gonna drive you crazy. They used to use Disco. I don't even know why I left off. Like I said, though, engine hours is an important factor. Engine hours, yeah, as far as the running, because like I said, Bryce, yeah, that bearing is still spinning when that engine is running. It doesn't matter if the car moving or not. The car moving is going to be detected by how many miles on it. But I don't know if we have anything that monitors engine RPM or how long an engine run. There are some vehicles out there that actually monitor this stuff. All right, those big 18-wheelers and things like that, they have to know how long that engine been. I don't know for what reason, but yeah. Most of the cars, I don't know of such a feature. The alternator on a 99 Volvo lasts about 200K, 250K. Interesting. Evelyn Rodriguez, we were just talking about you, young lady. Okay. You and your suggestions as far as that freaking that alternator situation. Okay. I forgot. I want to yeah, okay. It depends on, in my younger years, I would wait for a sign and then change things, but I did use it to full tune up every year. With the parts being so expensive now, I don't even know what to do. I usually have the battery and alternator tested every 4 months or so, because my Charger has 150K and our Sienna has 230K. You got a lot of miles on these things. So you're obviously doing what you're supposed to do. I have learned the importance of OEM. If not, the more expensive with lifetime from Advanced Auto. Yeah. So everybody take is different, new people. So yeah, got to keep the alternator. It's a wise guy, Raz. There's no wiper fluid or what they call it, washer fluid. No, got to keep the alternator fluid changed every 10,000 miles. If you want to get over 100K miles on it, y'all change the alternator fluid. Rusty Shackleford. Stop it, all right? That's funny as hell, but stop it. I can't stoop to your level, Rusty. I'm a professional, okay? I can't be talking about alternator fluid and stuff like that. Wait a minute. No, all right? This is a serious channel, and I am your host. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. So I will maintain a level of professionalism. I will not engage in Rusty Shackleford childish posts talking about keeping your alternator fluid changed so your alternator would last 100,000 miles. No, I would not do such a thing. All right. Big Daddy Mac. Okay, gotcha. Yes, Rodriguez in the building. Check wiring from OE or CM. Any wiring connection for corrosion and condition on wiring installation. 100,000 miles, I would let it go. JT, that's all I got. James Anderson. I appreciate all you gave me, my dude. That's what's up. All right, you are dang right. I don't have $300. Nobody got money just laying around. These people that really want that sense of security. I can't sleep at night knowing I got 100,000 miles on my car and that original alternator still on there. Well, ma'am, it's $400, $300. I'll sleep just fine. Just wait till it give me some clues. Okay, wait a minute. Better catch a ride or a bus. My friend, I'm at the 50-minute mark. That's because she trusts you. She value your opinion. But I don't have a Joshua. I don't have a freaking. I'm not Miss Cleo. Ooh, I don't have one of those balls. I can tell. People be asking me the dumbest stuff. Well, you think I can go another 5,000 miles? Imagine if I say yeah to some of this stuff. Yeah, you should be fine. 20 miles down the road, something break. I don't have a crystal ball, people. I can't tell you how long something will last. I can give you my opinion, but that's all it is. A freaking opinion, right? Yeah, it's just an opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Please stop thinking the buck stopped with me. I do not know everything. The guy trying his best to, guys, Brothers Motors is full. All right. The lot is full. We can't get not one more car in it. So this is probably unprofessional. I got to stop this. It's not that I'm ignoring people that's trying to get to the shop. It's that because I know I can't get you in the shop, I tend to not respond. That's unprofessional. I need to change that. So I will reach out to all those people that's trying to reach out to me to get their car in. We can't get nothing else in. All right. My man got a lot of stuff going on, and I have a lot of stuff going on. So, but as we free up, then we can open back up. But that does nothing for the people with problems right now. I apologize. I can't. Ooh, yeah, and so they'll blow up the. This one lady cash out me almost $100. Question after question. You don't have to keep doing it. It just the thing is, ma'am, this is as far as I can go from a verbal texting standpoint. All right. At some point, I have to look at your car. Okay, just because you sent me another $25 don't mean now I know what's wrong with your car. I literally have to lay hands on your freaking car and scan it and diagnose it. Okay, so and only to do that, we got to set up an appointment to get you to the shop. The only problem is I can't get you to the shop right now. So I got to figure something out, man. This is crazy. But it comes with the territory, okay? Alternators rock till you drop. Replace one if there's a charging issue, but a scan tool can check your alternator under load. Your alternator is rated to handle a certain load. Yes, it is. Otis Shelley. That is an interesting point, okay? Yes. Man, guys, I'm gonna do a couple of more, and I got to get out of here. Regarding timing procedure, try to search it online. If you can't find it, go comment on one of my videos, and I'll try to send it to you when I get a chance. Dad's Garage is one hell of a guy. If y'all didn't know, this dude got a channel. Please go check out his channel. And as you can see, he's very helpful. Okay. Yes, he don't mind helping. All right. It is the thing about mechanics on YouTube. They get a bad rap because other mechanics you're going to tell everybody everything. How we going to get work in the shop? It's a freaking billion people in America. Okay. And half of the people that reach out to me is in other countries or other states. I'm not missing out on their work. They're in other states. I provide a service online. Okay. I can help people from a verbal standpoint in some cases. All right. So it's not, like I say, mechanics get a bad rap on the internet. It's like plumbing. Plumbers get mad at other plumbers for telling the world how to do stuff. Man, why don't you shut your damn mouth, man? You talk too much, man. How you gonna tell the Pentastar secrets? I was like, player, I wanted some views, man. Views get, hey, it's a free country, man. Maybe you ought to get your ass on. Oh, my mama might be in here. Maybe you ought to get on the internet and do your thing. If not, shut up. I got this. This is Online Mechanics Tips channel where he do what he want to do. All right. I'm about to change some stuff. We'll talk about that later, man. YouTube reaching out to me about some things. It's about to swap up a little bit. Okay, these shorts. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. David, that's pretty damn self-explanatory, and you couldn't say it no simpler than that. Just because the alternator go out doesn't mean your car isn't going to run. That's the fear some people have. They think they're not going to get a warning. They think once the alternator drop dead, damn it, that's a wrap. But in some cases, some cars, you will get a warranty. A warning. Not warranty, a warning. All right. But good point, man. Worrying about what might happen. That is probably why many people buy new. I know. That's why I got most of the cars I got. Because people like, oh, guys, I told y'all I bought that minivan. Y'all remember that van I brought in making that whiny noise? After they got through with that estimate and gave it to her, she's like, hell no. I said, I'll take it. Here's the title, baby. Do what you want to do. I had to pay her checkout charge, which went to me. And get this. I tried to tell the boss, don't charge her checkout time. Because I know I already talked to her. She want to get, she don't want to fix it. And she don't even want it no more. So I told her I'd take it. So she's going to bring me the title. But they want her to pay her bill, which is checkout charge. Checkout charge. Y'all know how mechanics cut off an hourly rate. We charge 1 hour checkout time. That's $200 an hour. Mechanic get his cut, the shop get their cut. I tried to say, no, don't charge them. So that means the shop gets nothing and I get nothing. No, they're like, hell no. We want something. You have to pay her checkout charge. So it's a trip. It's a funny situation. But anyway, I'm the proud owner of that van because the transmission whining. I'm just gonna pull it out and overhaul it and be done with it. I don't know how I got on that, but guys, I'm at the 57-minute mark. What do you work at? Fluffy ain't telling nobody. Fluffy just got out of trouble. He cannot reveal his secret identity or his secret whereabouts. Neither can I, really, guys. Neither can any. God, do you know the liability we're under? If you ever watch some of my videos, it's hard to tell exactly where I'm at. First of all, number one, I work out of 4 shops. So you never know if I'm at Brothers Motor, All Park Garage, the shop, the other body shop. You never know where I'm at. And that's a good thing. Because people will walk up on you. That has happened to me. Somebody paged me in the back, called me to the back. JT, somebody here to see you. I go back there. It's some guy from YouTube. Just, what's up, man? That's you, man. What's up, man? I say, what? I knew you. I knew, because I saw your shirt, man. So now I don't even wear clothes when I'm on. Yeah, man, people will track you down. It's not that I'm big-headed or, no, we can't do that. We can't have that. Like, and look, we got done, right? Got ready to go. This guy grabs his phone. I'm like, all right, man, let me get back to work, man. Dapped him up one more time. He's like, hold on, man. Come here right quick, man. Hashtag shorts. He took a little video clip and a picture. I was like, oh, that is so cool. But yeah, you can't have total. Yeah, man. And people track you down for the wrong reason. Like, you know, on contrary to what y'all may believe, I got a lot of freaking haters. There's a lot of people I want to try to kick my butt. Okay. I ain't gonna say want to kick my butt. They want to try. You just can't talk to me any old kind of way on this just because of the internet. The keyboard thugs. Yeah, I kick you. Look, man, just if you don't know how to fix your car, it's okay, man. Hey, man, just, you know. But my point is, yeah, we can't reveal what we work at. I don't know. I'm just Fluffy the same way. So I know he told me personally, you know, that's what anybody, okay, that works for an establishment. Now, those freelance guys like Ivan with Pine Hollow, all those guys, Ivan is freelance. Ivan got a truckload of diagnostic equipment. He just go from car to car to car diagnosing. That is the one bad freaking dude. All right. Pine Hollow. It's a couple more of them out there. Yeah. But those guys that own their shop, like my dude, the Chrysler guy right here in Georgia, Motor City Mechanic, David Pikes. He got his own shop, but I don't know if he lets the world know where his shop at. I mean, he probably want to get to know you personally and things like that, man. Spark up a conversation. Yeah, come on down. Let me look at it. Stuff like that. Okay. Because People are crazy. Guys, I'm wiped out. I'm at the 1 hour mark. I want to first of all apologize if I didn't get to your comment. Okay. Yes, I'm very sorry. It became overwhelming too early. I know I missed some good one too. Somebody talking, JT mom watching her wrestling. I'm done, guys. Again, I apologize if I couldn't. It's 50 people in here. I don't know what else to talk about, but I'm out of time. All right. Please, Evelyn Rodriguez, ignore the haters. Yes, I try to. It's hard, and I just jumped all the way to the bottom. I see my good friend Ruli in the building. I didn't even get to speak to everybody. The Alternator and I 07 Equinox has to. Okay, it's still going strong. Yeah, Ruli, you another one that's mechanically inclined. Okay, so yeah, you will have a difference of opinion from that standpoint. All right, yeah, everybody's gonna have a different take on it. All right, so one misfire, the plug was loose. I tightened it and still misfire. Cheap rolling. That's kind of. Ooh, hey, we got to chop this up. Salute. That's what's up. We got to chop this up on another video. I got to close this stream, guys. I thank everybody for watching these videos, these live streams, everything. I'm sorry I couldn't get to every comment. I apologize, but I can only do an hour because of other obligations, like more YouTube work. But that's all I have for now. Is God's work is me. Night upside down. That's what's up, guys. I gotta go. Thanks for freaking watching. I'm out.